That's true. So I will recite the shloka. अपूर्यमानम् अचला प्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमप प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तियोक्ति न कामकामी. I will recite one more time. अपूर्यमानम् अचला प्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमप प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तियोक्ति न कामकामी. Any one of you can recite. Any devotee can recite.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
अपूर्यमानम् अचलं प्रतिष्ठं समुद्रम् आपाः प्रविश्यान्ति यादवत् तद्वत् कामयां प्रविष्टान्ति सर्वे सासान्तिम् अपोन्ति न कामकामी.
Oh, thank you, Mataji. Anyone? Anyone
Hare
else?
Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
आपूर्यमानम् अचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रम् आपा प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे शशान्तिम् आप्नोति न कामकामी.
Thank you, Mataji. Disturbed by the incessant flow of desires that enter like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled but is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy the desires. So, here we can see a very nice analogy of an ocean given by the Lord, that how a ocean is constantly filling by rivers but remain unaffected. So, with this parallel, I want to tell something about the mind. What is mind? How it works? What is function? And what is the current position of our mind? See, our mind is an inner screen in where the regular pop-ups come, like our mind is an inner screen where the regular pop-ups come. And what are these pop-ups? These are the past impressions formed by a certain type of action, just like our past habits. And the work of mind is to accept and reject things. It doesn't know this is right or wrong. The mind only knows to accept and reject. It accept a friend, accept an enemy, just like that. So the position of the current position in our case, the position of our mind is above the intelligence, but the ideal position of our mind is should be below the intelligence. So our intelligence is currently serving our mind as a servant. So when the mind say I want to enjoy, then the intelligence as a servant says give creative ways to do the certain thing. Just like if you want to eat ice cream and you have no money, so the mind will say you, okay, so the intelligence will save you as a servant. Okay, you have no money, no problem, you can steal it. There's no wrong in stealing 100 rupees from your father purse. This is a creative way. Just like you search on Google Map for a certain place, it will show you 5 or 10 different ways to go to go on a certain place. Just like if you have a desire, the intelligence will give you 10 or 20 different types of way to satisfy creative ways to satisfy a desire. If the mind is above, in our case, the current scenario, it is uncontrolled mind. So the mind will say, coming back to the example, that steal, so it become a habit. You steal for 1 time, for 2 times, 3, 4, 5, and it become a habit. And if you steal in someone other house, this will you will be ended up in a jail. And see, this is power of mind. It dot become a circle. A small dot become a circle. A small problem, a small desire become a big problem. So and I want to tell you about the intelligence. What is the work of intelligence and what is the position of intelligence? The intelligence is which discriminate between right and wrong. What is right, what is wrong. But because the intelligence is currently serving the mind, so he can't decide what is wrong, what is right, what is wrong. Whatever the mind is say as a master, the intelligence as a servant is doing it. Okay, you want this, I will do this. You want this, okay. So so how can we make the so sorry the the so the ideal position of our intelligence is to be above the mind. Our mind should serve the intelligence, not our intelligence should serve the mind. So by spiritual practice, by constant spiritual practice, we can we can relocate our intelligence above the mind. So I will tell you a very very best method, chanting. By constant chanting, see, chanting helps in two ways. One, it gives you power to discriminate between right and wrong, and second, it empower us to choose the right one. Many times it's happened with us that even we know what is right, what is wrong, still we do the wrong, because we are not empowered to do the right. We are not faith, not convinced, not that much conviction to do the right one. So the constant chanting, not that one day chanting or Sunday chanting doesn't go over, not will it will not work. So by constant chanting or by constant spiritual practice, it gives you two things. First, the power to discriminate, and the power, second, it empowers to choose the right one. Or when you practice spirituality or when you Krishna conscious, you will encounter many bad habits, your past habits, but this time you are empowered to choose the right one. See, you can't overcome bad habit by suppressing the bad habit. You can overcome bad habit by making a new spiritual habit. A diamond cuts a diamond, not a this is not possible that you suppress a bad habit, it is going to, no, this is not possible. You can only overcome a bad habit by making a new spiritual habit. So and I also that in the shloka this is mentioned, na kama kami. So many, you see many people saying follow your heart, apne dil ki suno, follow your mind. This is completely nonsense. Don't do it. Don't do this. See, our heart is like a bottomless glass. Even if you pass the whole ocean from the bottomless glass, it is not going to fill. And satisfying a desire is like putting petrol on fire. It, and it will increase the fire, not going to decrease the fire. So, and this type of people who say follow the mind, ended up with depression and exploitive nature, because every time they get desire, they fulfill it. So that's why they become exploitive and they face mental disorders like OCD. uh, so so I will tell you that how mind that the second minus two, three. Our mind influences. So our mind sometimes influences us to do to do the wrong things. And for the people who say that follow the heart, see how what is the behind the scenes. See, their mind say do this, and after they do this, the same mind will say why do you did this, are you rascal. The same mind chastises. See, this is mind. First it will say that do this, and after they say don't why you did this, why you did this. This is the mind is like a uh, enemy acting like a friend. The mind is enemy acting like a friend. But a spiritualist, what he do, when the desires come, he does not act on it. Nakama kami. Don't think that you are practicing spirituality. You don't come with you know any overnight. You chanted today one round and you will conquer all your desire or your mind. This is not possible. This is a gradual process. You have to go through it, and through this gradual process, you can overcome. So satisfying a desire is like making a making a bad impression on mind. So making a so when we practice spirituality, we're making a new spiritual habit. So when the the past habits come, we can choose, and we are empowered, and we can choose to the right one, the new spiritual habit, so that we can overcome the bad habits. And it is a gradual process. We have to go through it. It is not overnight process. No process in the world is overnight. What to speak of spirituality. So we should not, the desire will come, we should not act on it. So our mind is invisible to us, but it can show you the worst of nightmares. So don't take it lightly. It is very very, so be kind, dear devotees. So be kind. Don't follow your mind, follow the devotees, and you will find the real happiness. Thank you very much. uh, I know
That's
why.
amazing. Sumit, bro, nice. Please speak something more. We have a lot of time more. You have more
So
time. Please continue.
yes, bro, I will tell.
Would you like to take some question answers or what?
No, bro, I will.
Yeah.
So I will tell you why we can't we are not overcoming bad habits, because we have a certain type of taste in our mind. See, when we see a particular thing, if we have data for that particular thing, we tend to get the get back. If you see, like just like samosa, so when you see, you if you have a habit, you will get this. Oh, I have ate this. If you When you contemplate on thing na, you will get desires. So first thing is to overcome the contemplation. Don't contemplate. When you contemplate on the object, its size increase in the mind screen. What is the mind screen? Where the mind screen, all the pop-ups come. When so so when you contemplate, the size of the that thing in your mind become increase, and your whole consciousness is covered up. So you can't discriminate between right and wrong. You only think about that person, that thing, or what are the stuff you are thinking. So the first step is to avoid contemplation. If you get desire, avoid the keep busy yourself in positive activities, if possible spiritual activities. And the best thing that I have experienced, that if you're getting something, any desire or whatever, uncontrolled mind, talk to someone, talk to maybe devotees. Physically is the best. Call will also okay, but physically is the best. Talking with someone will help. Else, don't keep you alone. Don't keep yourself alone. If you keep yourself alone, your mind will kill you, definitely. So the lower taste, to conquer lower taste, we have to develop the higher taste. Just like I previously I said, diamond cut diamond. You can't suppress the taste. You can build a new taste, higher taste, spiritual higher taste, so that you can conquer lower taste. See, when the desire come na, your mind will say, I want to enjoy. But how can you enjoy? You have to justify that I am choosing this. The mind will deny. Mind is very, just Arjuna said, pramati balvadridam, very hot, very, very drid, very what is very stubborn. Yes, very stubborn. You will not going easily stop. So when the desire come, your mind will see, no, I don't want to do this. If you chanting, I will not support to chant. That is that is mine. So when you are choosing the higher taste over the lower taste, you have to justify that why I am choosing this. You have to tell the mind, oh my mind, I am choosing this is because very beneficial. It will give you content. I have read a very nice statement. If you don't have spiritual substance in your heart, then you are slave of your surrounding. So we should have, when we have spiritual substance in our heart na, so we don't tend to get carried away by these desires. you should know that happiness is not outside in, it is inside out. So happiness comes from inside. When we have spiritual content and substance in our heart, no desire will get you will be carried away. Will sorry, no, we will not get carried away by any desires. So that's it. I know I have very bad voice and bad English, so thank you so much for tolerating me. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If anybody has any question, well, I'm not qualified to ask questions, but if anybody has, so I will try. Any comments, any feedback?
My comments, Sumit, bro, very nice. I just made a points of all this. A dot becomes a circle. A
Yes,
dot
Prabhu.
becomes a circle. Very nice. When as much as we contemplate, that much it gets a big screen.
Yes,
Even in the Zoom, we have this option. The dot can be bigger in a editing app. While we wanted to draw something, we can have that. Nice examples you gave about petrol, right? Petrol.
yeah, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Satisfying a
Nice
desire is
example.
like a putting petrol on fire.
And you nicely mentioned intelligence should be above the mind, not below the mind. And bad habits can be replaced, not suppressed, but replaced with the spiritual habits. Nice. I'm very happy with your uh, presentation. So I want you to give every Tuesday, you know. But we wanted to encourage other devotees also. I'm very happy. So any devotees, if anybody has any comments, questions, please you can ask. Even you can present your comments, what you liked most, or if you have any questions, you can ask Sumit. Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Over to you, devotees.
Hare Krishna. Uh, Priyanka here. Actually, I liked very much today's session because the bad habits and everything are related to our life. Currently, as in teenagers or college going, or even not teenagers, but even the others also are having the same. So, Sumitru explained it very in a simple way that we can get it into our mind and can go. So, Prabhuji, I would just request if I can get this recording, so that would be good. So I can even forward some people also for this.
Definitely, we'll upload in our channel. Our Sumit, our Prashant Prabhu rightly reminded, no, we should record it. Nice.
Yeah, it was very
You
good
will get it.
today.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Sumit Prabhu, you got nice comment. Would you like to respond something to Priyanka Mataji?
Thank you, Mataji. But I want to tell you that I am nobody great, but so many mercy, so many devotees carrying me. So it's all goes to devotees. I'm nothing.
Yeah, some more comments, questions, devotees.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, directly to Sumit.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Sumit.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So thank you for such a wonderful explanation, Prabhu. So I have one small question that you have mentioned that there are two things that we get when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is, one is the power to discriminate, and second is uh, empower. We are empowered to choose right one.
Yes, Prabhu.
So can you explain what is the difference between the both?
Prabhu, just like even some many times we know that this is right, this is wrong, but till we do the wrong, cause we are not that much convinced about the right one, or we have no much knowledge that this is right, or we had not much conviction. Many people not that much, that lacking spiritual substance. You basically we had not created the higher taste. We had just like we are power to discriminate between right and wrong, but we don't, but we know that this is higher, that we should the like uh, the like we have to chant 8 rounds. I know this is very very much beneficial at both gross or subtle level. But I'm feeling empowered. I won't chant. But if even when you go in devotee association, and when you start chanting, you will feel empowered. Next time you will automatically choose. I want to chant it round. This is empowerment. Oh, so this is okay.
Even
Prabhu?
I liked it. That point, nice. Two benefits of chanting Hare Krishna. Nice. Power of
So
discrimination, power to choose.
it is okay, Shant Prabhu.
Yes, bro. Understood, bro. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, tolerating me. Thank you, all devotees, for tolerating my English and my voice.
No, your
Maybe
voice
next time
is good.
your voice is coming low. Volume is very less.
Yes, Prabhu. The phone is very old. That's why I can't do anything.
No problem. Yeah. Yes, some more devotees. We have 10 more minutes from my phone. Some more devotees. Yes, Banusri.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Like, these
Hare Krishna,
things are
Mataji.
very important, first of all, for the functioning of mind, to learn whatever, first of all, to lead our life, even though we feel like we know, but we forget these things. And this is a recap of how to, once again, how to make like arrangement, like what the arrangement we require to think properly, to do things correctly. And this helped me in such a way. Thank you for
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Anyone else? Last question or comment. Today is August 15th. We have 15 participants here. So I wanted to say something about August 15th. So how anybody has any final question, comment to Sumit Prabhu? No one? Okay.